The Sherman tank is one of the most iconic tanks of Second World War developed by the United States. From 1942 to 1945, about 49,000 tanks of various modifications were produced. The Sherman had good mobility, but the armor was more vulnerable than German tanks. The tank was constantly upgraded. Guns of different calibers, 75, 76, and a 105mm howitzer, were installed. The hull and engine power were improved. Even rocket launchers were installed, which turned the tank into artillery. Due to mass production, the tank was used on all fronts of Second World War, supplied to the Allies where it was also modified with local weapons. For example, British modifications were equipped with a 17-pounder cannon that successfully penetrated heavy German Tiger tanks. Lend-lease to the Soviet Union helped to withstand the Germans in difficult wartime. Shermans were owned by neutral countries and were even used by enemies after capturing vehicles in battle. Even during the war, the Sherman began to become obsolete and could not compete with the new developments of the Germans, and the new conflicts of the Cold War era required its mass replacement in the armies of major powers. But tanks were not decommissioned from service. Former enemies became allies, and their armies were rebuilt with tanks left over from the war, participated in new conflicts in the war in China, Korea, the Middle East, and other places. The tank was in service in America from 1942 to 1955, but in some countries it lasted until the early 2000s. Today, Sherman finds his place in films and games, where he is a recognizable symbol of an important period of the 20th century. Thanks for watching. Write your ideas for the video in the comments.